Hello. Today I'm going to be discussing the biblical food laws found in the Old Testament that most Judeo-Christians either don't know about or just plain don't care about, which I found a lot of Christians who just don't care about it in this day and age. All of the following information can be found at UnitedIdentityChurchOfChrist.com, which I've provided a link to in the description of the video. Okay, now on to the main topic at hand. Leviticus 11:9-12 says, "Of all creatures living in the water of the seas and the streams, you may eat that have fins and scales. But all creatures in the seas or streams that do not have fins and scales, whether among all the swarming things or among all other living things in the water, you are to detest. And since you are to detest them, you are not to eat them. And you are not to eat their meat, and you must detest their carcasses. Anything living in the water that does not have fins and scales is to be detestable to you. So the fishes that have fins and scales may be eaten with, which include bass, crappie, flounder, cod, haddock, pike, salmon, sunfish, mackerel, snapper, trout, perch, tuna, etc." Leviticus 11:22 states, "The insects you are permitted to eat include all kinds of locusts, bald locusts, crickets, and grasshoppers." Self-explanatory, you can eat locusts, crickets, and grasshoppers if you want to. Deuteronomy 12:15, "Nevertheless you may slaughter your animals in any of your towns and eat as much as of the meat you want, as if it were gazelle or deer, according to the blessing the Lord your God gives you. Both the ceremonial unclean and clean may eat it. You may eat any animal that has split hoof divided in two and that chews the cud. These are the animals you may eat: the ox, the sheep, the goat, the deer, the gazelle, the wild goat, the antelope, and the mountain sheep. All clean birds can be eaten: chicken, turkey, pheasant, quail, etc." So basically the animals that can be eaten are beef, mutton, fishes with scales, goat, venison, and game chicken, and turkey. "And the swine, because it divides the hoof, yet does not chew the cud, it is unclean unto you. You shall not eat of their flesh, nor touch their dead carcass." Leviticus 11:7-8. A pig is a real disgusting animal. It will eat anything, including urine, excrement, dirt, feces, decaying animal flesh, maggots, or decaying. Rabbits, hares, and rodents do not have divided hooves, so they are not fit to eat. Cattle which do neither chew the cud or divide the hoof include horse, donkey, quagga, and llama, which are not fit to eat. Creeping things include weasel, mouse, tortoise, turtle, sand reptile, ferret, chameleon, gecko, frogs, toads, snakes, crocodile, lizard, squirrel, raccoon, mole, are all not fit to eat. All water life that does not have fins and scales are not fit to be eaten, which include shrimp, lobster, snails, clams, shark, shellfish, eels, catfish, scallop, octopus. Every creeping thing that flies is unclean. Unclean birds include eagle, buzzard, vultures, ravens, owl, nighthawk, ostrich, hawk, little owl, great owl, falcon, swan, pelican, stork, heron, bat, and the eggs of all of these unclean birds. Whatever crawls upon its bellies or is multi-footed among all of the creeping things that creep on the earth, whatever goes on its paws on all kinds of the animals are unclean,